Happy Columbus Day, everybody. It's Xavier, and I'm back again with another video. Hope you guys had an incredible weekend. I had a great weekend watching nothing but sports. I got to watch the Texas Longhorns versus the Oklahoma Sooners. I got to watch the Houston Astros versus the Tampa Bay Rays, which is on right now. And also, first things first. Hold on. Let me put this hat on too while I'm at it. I want to congratulate LeBron James and the LA Lakers for winning the 2020 NBA championship. They beat the Miami Heat last night, 106-93, closing out the series 4-2. So, yes. The LA Lakers win their 17th championship and their first championship in 10 years. And their first championship without the presence of the late, great Black Mama Kobe Bryant. I know Kobe and Gigi is definitely smiling down on LeBron and the Lakers for winning their 17th championship and the first in 10 years. And I hope Kobe's wife, Vanessa Bryant, was watching. I know she's got to be proud of LeBron and the Lakers winning one for Kobe and Gigi. 10 years ago, on my 19th birthday, Kobe won his 5th and final championship. Fast forward 10 years later, on January 26th, Kobe, Gigi, and 7 other people were killed in a helicopter crash. 9 months later, on October 11th, 2020, the day before Columbus Day, the Lakers win the 2020 NBA championship, their 17th title and their first in 10 years, without the presence of Kobe. I know Shaq is proud of LeBron and the Lakers winning the 2020 NBA championship. But give the Miami Heat credit. The Miami Heat, they did a great job making it all the way to the NBA Finals for the first time in 6 years without the presence of D. Wade, who retired last year or 2 years ago. But so happy for the Lakers. And now the NBA won't be back until January or December due to this COVID-19 shit. I'm getting sick and tired of COVID-19. Now I got to put my other hat on because here's another game that I saw yesterday. Oh, we're definitely going to do a recap of yesterday's game between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Texans are down 0-4. Will they finally win a game, becoming 1-4, or will they fall to 5? But before we get into that, gotta call my special guest for him to be a part of this rant.
Did my rant.
Yep. You already know I got my hat on because we're about to do this recap. This week 5 of our football week of the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Houston Texans. Texans were up 0-4 for the past 4 weeks. Did they finally win a game? Did they finally win a game, becoming 1-4, or did they fall 0-5? Here are the highlights. Neither teams didn't score shit in the first quarter, but the Texans outscored the Jaguars 10-7 in the second quarter. At halftime, Texans 10, Jaguars 7. Texans outscored the Jaguars in the third quarter by a field goal. After 3, Texans 13, Jaguars 7. Texans had a tremendous fourth quarter, outscoring the Jaguars by 10, 17-7. Final score, Houston Texans 30, Jacksonville Jaguars 14. The Texans are now 1-4. 1-2 at the crib, and 0-2 on the road. After a devastating 0-4 loss, the Texans have finally won a game. And they won their first game without the presence of their former GM and head coach, Bill O'Brien. My 2 cents about that is that was a tremendous game. I knew that the Texans was going to beat the Jaguars because they beat them like 4 straight games. Man, Deshaun Watson definitely had a good game. David Johnson was on fire. And I want to address to Jacksonville Jaguars safety Josh Jones. He got tossed in the third quarter for doing a headbutt on Houston Texans Brandon Cooks. Josh James, I don't know what the hell were you thinking, bro, trying to do a headbutt on Brandon Cooks, and you got ejected from the game. That was not cool. But other than that, I'm just glad that the Texans finally got their shit together and they're now 1-4. But it's not over between the Jaguars and the Texans because they will face each other again, I think, overseas on November the 8th. But next week, the Texans are in Nashville against the Titans, who, by the way, game is postponed against the Buffalo Bills due to somebody being tested positive of COVID-19. God damn it. Here we go again. I don't have no idea when it's going to come to an end.
You still got 2 more months. Got November and December coming up.
Yep. Then after against the Titans, we back at the crib taking on the Green Bay Packers. Then the Texans got November 1st off because it's Halloween weekend and daylight savings. Then on November 8th, we're in overseas against the Jaguars. So, Mikey, what are your 2 cents about the Texans finally winning the game after a devastating 0-4 start?
I don't know what the hell took them so long. Defense hasn't forced a takeaway. Offense has been turning the ball over and over. First 4 games. And then today, I was hoping the Texans would force a takeaway, which they did. Before that, Deshaun Watson threw 2 crucial passes, which led defense no point.
Yep.
What the hell? Alright. Point connection.
Oh, okay.
As I was saying, Deshaun Watson threw 2 interceptions, and the Jaguars didn't score shit on 2 Watson interceptions. First, missed field goal. The house man that kicked the game when he was with the Bills in last year's playoffs. He kicked the game-time field goal to force overtime, and now since he's a Jacksonville Jaguar, he missed 2 field goals, a makeable field goal from 24, and then the other one, a 49-yard that fell short. And on the second Watson attempt, after Watson doing his second interception, defense forced their first ever takeaway. And I want to say thank you, J.J. Watt. Thank you, J.J. Watt, for coming to football to give the Texans their first takeaway of the season.
Yes.
And as for the defense, I don't know what the hell took me so long, but I'm glad you guys got the job done.
Me
First
too.
victory without the presence of Bill O'Brien.
Yep. CEO, chairman, and founder of the Texans, Cal McNair, did the right thing he finally had the balls to fire Bill O'Brien. And I think Romeo Crennel is going to do a good job as the Houston Texans head coach. So the Texans finally won the first game. Can they win another one? We just have to wait and see. The congratulations, Texans, for finally winning the game. And I've already addressed it that the Lakers won the 2020 NBA championship last night against the Miami Heat, 106-93, closing out the series 4-2. Their 17th title, first in 10 years, and their first without the presence of Kobe.
And if last not least, our poor teammate posted a tweet saying that one of the Lake friends got arrested doing that parade.
Yeah, the parade has been postponed until next year.
due to the pandemic. But like I said, still got 2 more months left, November and December. And goodbye 2020, I'm think of it.
Yep. And
come 2021, this place will be a public where people can stop wearing that mask and go some places. Enough is enough.
yes.
Time you guys come out of your homes and get back to normal life.
And also, yesterday, I saw your tweets yesterday that you was watching the Cowboys against the New York Giants, and they won 37-34. I figured that the Cowboys was going to win that game.
But some sad news, you won't see Prescott for the next 4 to 6 months because he suffered a broken, dislocated ankle.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But other than that, we definitely had some great football this past weekend. So, I want to thank you, Mikey, for coming on here again, doing this rant with me. We will be back next week after the Texans-Titans game. If you want to see Mikey's YouTube channel, I will leave a link in the description box below so you can subscribe to him. Help him reach 60 subscribers before the end of 2020. In the meantime, that's going to wrap up my first rant of the day, of Columbus Day, of yesterday's game between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. If you're new here, hit subscribe if you like the content and hit that notification bell for my next Texans rant. If you're not new here, thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, leave your comment down below. And thank God I don't have to work tonight. I'll be back later tonight, week 3 of the Stone Cold Steve Austin-Vince McMahon rivalry. Reminiscing 22 years of Stone Cold Steve Austin pouring cement inside Vince McMahon's $50,000 Corvette from the October 12th, the Columbus Day 1998 edition of Raw is War.
If I got time, I'll try to add one more rant where Vince McMahon came to ring in a wheelchair, bringing out a couple of canine dogs just to make sure that Stone Cold doesn't lay a hand on him.
Yep.
If I got time. If I got time.
With that being said, don't follow your dreams, chase them. Peace.
Go Texans.
Go Houston Texans.